In 1931, scientist Auguste Piccard ascended to an altitude of almost 10 miles up. He and his assistant saw the Earth through copper-colored, then bluish haze. It seemed to be a flat disk with an upturned edge. And that is interesting. Even in flat Earth documentaries and flat Earth models, I don't hear very often an upturned edge.
There's a distinction between circularity and sphericity, because the word round gets thrown around very often. A circle's round. A sphere is round too, but a sphere is a 3D roundness. So that term down and away is really critical when people say, oh, well, I saw the curve. Often people saw circularity. And then they say, well, it sort of looked like it's down and away at the very end. And who knows, because the way our eyes see and there's atmospheric stuff, it would be great to see a full sphere from far out in space. And if NASA has the budget and they claim to be sending probes out into deep space and sending people to the moon decades ago, you'd think they'd be able to show us video footage of a sphere, but we don't seem to have that. There's a phenomenon in artwork, but also just in vision. It's called perspective, where if we are on a straight road and there are street lights, the street lights in the distance, even though they're all the same size, it looks like they're closer to our eye level, far away, because of the way our bodies basically perceive things. There's something called an azimuthal grid of vision that's created. If we're in a space, it looks like we're in a dome because of the way our eyes see. If you're out in a big field, it looks like we're in a dome space. So there's a circularity to distance vision. And you could be high up and sort of see that circularity and then confuse it for a sphere because you're like, oh, well, it's round. Actually, you would see in a circular type shape because of the way our eyes work. So the broader point here is when we're talking about observed things through the eyes, we have to incorporate the way our eyes see, and we then have to rethink distance and shape.